thought that this project would be like an 8-hour turnaround, but we had issues with pretty much everything except the great stuff. So let me show you how good it turned out. Last summer we renovated the kitchen. This summer we're doing something a little less strenuous. We are updating the exterior doors and getting rid of the critters, which is honestly the biggest job. So last time we were here, we were all just standing here visiting, and out of nowhere a little mouse comes and runs right along the bottom of the wall, and underneath the threshold piece there's a giant gap that's like the size of my finger can fit underneath it. So we're gonna get that all sealed up, get everything cleaned up. So it looks like originally they used caulk to try and fill the gap, but that was not a good idea. Gosh, that thing is so huge. Holy cow. The plan is to use this new Great Stuff window and doors. So this product has been on the market for a super long time, but they just came out with a new dispenser. Previous Great Stuff is that you had a small window of time to use it before the product dried
in the nozzle.
In the nozzle, which
it was a one-time user.
Yeah. Now you can, with the way the new nozzle is, you can store it for a month. Just think.
Month of projects. Thank you, Great Stuff.
To make sure that the surface and everything is prepped the way that it needs to be.
Oh, this is much better than caulking. Ooh, ooh. There we go. That was so easy. It's been like, what, 30 minutes since we did that first one.
Yeah.
And that's looking good, so now we're going to try this one.
Okay.
We're going to see if the new technology works.
Oh,
if we can still spray.
Because normally
you'd be done.
You would be done.
It'd be one and done.
Okay, good to know. You guys, we have been having a hard time with paint colors. Can you see all of our different swatches on the doors? So the original plan was to use this color. It's Sherwin-Williams Ripe Olive, and if you're familiar with the Merc, you know that we use a dark green called Jasper a lot. This is kind of one step to the left of Jasper. It's a little bit lighter and a little bit warmer, and it looks horrible with the orange wood. I went and got a sample of this color. It's this and this is the same. This one only has one coat. And the issue with that color is that it's too much of the same tone as the cabin. Next, I mixed the first two colors. So these colors had a baby, and it's this color that you almost can't even see. This is the original color, and maybe if I come here you can kind of see it, which is great, but like that's not what we want. We want to do something like different, right? I mixed ripe olive with kind of a camely brown and got that one, which I don't love. So we are going a completely different direction, and we are going to paint the entire door white. Yay! This is real life DIY, you guys.
I mean, I'm not fully, what's the word?
Invested? Sold?
On white.
Well, here's the thing.
I think there still needs to be a discussion.
Okay.
I feel like we're getting trapped into, we're at the cabin situation, and we have what we have, and we're mountain manning it.
Guys, sometimes stuff just goes wrong. So I was thinking it would be a good idea to paint the door white. Kind of make it a little bit, I don't know. I just need something that has some contrast with the wood. But the white is not working. So being at the cabin, we kind of have to MacGyver things a little bit. I can't just do like a normal run to Sherwin.
That's completely fine with me. That was by far my favorite show.
So I'm just mixing. I have white paint. I have really dark green paint. I have this brownish green that's lighter, and I have black. And I have some brown. So I'm just kind of mixing them together, and I'm hoping that we can find a good color combo that will work. I'm making my own paint color.
It's about time.
I'm using a stick to stir it. So I'm using 2 cups, but to get it the same, I'm like pouring it back and forth and stirring it. And then I stir this one. And then I pour this one in. Also, I found that if I do this while Court is cleaning, then I don't have to clean up.
You wouldn't clean anyway.
Okay, it's the moment of truth. We are going to cut the great stuff. Ooh! I feel like I've been waiting for this moment. Oh my gosh. It's like butter. So now hopefully we can just pull the tape up. Yes. So we have all of the excess cleared out, and now I'm going to paint the great stuff to match the concrete to disguise it. So let me show you what I'm doing. I have a light color and a darker brown and then a little bit of black. So I started by putting the light color down, and I covered the whole foam section, and then I went back over with the darker brown and kind of just dabbed it in there. And then once that was dry, I took a teeny bit of black and mixed it with the darker brown. I didn't mix it in totally because I wanted a little bit of variation, and then you just kind of like dab. I actually think that maybe this section looks a little bit better because it has some texture to it and it's not totally smooth.
I worked for that smoothness.
You worked very hard for it, but it looks so good. Yay! thought that this project would be like an 8-hour turnaround, but we had issues with pretty much everything except the great stuff. Look at my hands. That's the only part of the project that worked. So let me show you how good it turned out. Gosh, it just never ceases to amaze me how great a space can look with a little bit of attention, some new paint, new lighting, accessories. The best part is that now I don't have to worry about mice climbing all over my face while I'm sleeping. You literally can't even tell where it is, right? I feel like that's just the magic. If you remember, we had giant gaping holes underneath our threshold and also right here. So we filled it with great stuff. We let it cure. We trimmed it. And then I just used a couple different colors of paint that matched the concrete to disguise it. And it looks so good. Sure, the part of this project that I'm the most proud of, though, is the great stuff. That was the one part that didn't fail us. And it's like completely camouflaged. And kind of makes me sad that no one's even going to notice it. Like, that's my favorite part of the whole project. No one will ever know.
That's a good project.
I mean, it's a good camouflage job, for sure. Look how good that looks, guys. Gosh. You want to go find more holes to fill with the great stuff?
Yeah, there's some right here.